Hey guys, it's me, MapCRim over here for another battle for you guys, and going off from the, super never used pokes from last video, I use even more super not ever used pokes. And yeah, so this battle is versus Banks, and he loses Straptor, I lose Butterfree. So he uses his Straptor uses U-turn, and that kind of does about half to my Butterfree, and I know it's not saying much because I'm Butterfree, but I thought he was banded, I guess, because it is Staraptor, and I didn't see Life Orb, so yeah. And I use Sleep Powder on the Infernape, and yeah, and both of us switch on the same turn. He switches into Lickitung as I switch into my Rotom. Yes, Rotom normal. Got a problem? I didn't think so. Yeah. So I use Trick. I give the Lickitung choice specs as I get the Evolution Stone, which is very sexy because, Lickitung with specs who's locked into Toxic really can't do anything. And I use Thunderbolt, which does jack shit. I should have just Shadow Balled. Like, really, I should have, but oh well. So now I do a really, really retarded mistake. I don't know if I did a really retarded mistake or he did a really retarded mistake, but whatever, it worked out for him. He switches back into Lickitung, and I Trick again, getting back my specs, and giving him back the Evolution Stone. Which was like, okay, the past 2 turns was utterly useless. But whatever. So, I go for Shadow Ball. I predicted a switch, because whatever. He uses Fire Blast. I guess this Lickitung has special attacks. I did not understand why he has special attacks, but whatever. And, yeah, he uses Echo Voice, which is shit. Yeah, this Lickitung makes no sense. Anyway, so I use Toxic on the Lickitung, which is very awesome, as he disables my Toxic, which I could care less for. Or couldn't care less. Whatever. Anyways, I just used Confuse Ray. Gets the Lickitung confused, and, yeah, hurts himself, and poison, and all that fun stuff. So now we both double switch at the same time, again. Double switch at the same time, yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, we both switch, and I switch into my Rotom as he switches into Staraptor. Now, Staraptor is base 100 speed. Rotom is base 91 speed, so Staraptor should be faster, right? Well, it's not. I don't understand this Raptor. I mean, it's adamant, but it's not scarfed because he was slower. He's not banded because that U-turn really didn't do that much, unless I'm underestimating Butterfree's power. Butterfree's defensive power, which he has none of, or maybe he just has like leftovers, something weird. I don't understand. But whatever, I just use Thunderbolt. I basically just make my Rotom death fodder because, I don't know, there's nothing really this thing can do other than just die. So, yeah, I stayed in and just kept spamming Thunderbolt until he dies from Toxic. But, for some reason, he switches into Infinite, which did not make any sense to me. Because, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, his Infinite takes a giant-ass hit. And yeah. So I send a Golbat, and I just use Roost because I thought, maybe it has a Life Orb, or maybe I'll use Flare Blitz or something and it'll die, but whatever. So he sends it this for Alligator, and I kept my Golbat in because this is a defensive Golbat, and I thought he'd, Dragon Dance and all that fun stuff, but apparently he Ice Beams, which I was like, what? Ice Beam? What? Yeah, I'm guessing there's a lot of things this for Alligator could be. I mean, it's Encourage. I can tell you that. I just don't know if it's Specs or Scarfed. Because I don't know for Alligator's special attacking power. But yeah. So I send in Charlie! Because, why not? And I go for the Wild Bolt. And yeah. And he switched out, which I'm guessing makes sense why he's choiced. He's either Scarfed or Specs, obviously, but yeah. I use Flare Blitz on a Lickitung and it doesn't kill because why doesn't it kill? It should have killed. I wish it killed. That would have been so awesome if it killed, but it didn't. I don't know. Yeah. So I use Nitro Charge, get my speed, which I'm like, yay! Speed. And Charlie, you're the Banana King! And yeah. And he sends an infinite, and he uses Mach Punch, which kills me. And I kind of knew the Mach Punch was coming, but I really did not want to switch out, and I knew he had Life Orb, so why not? And yeah, so now he sends in his Feraligatr again, and I send in my Butterfree. And I thought Butterfree was faster, but I guess not. Which also questions why it could be a Feraligatr. But I don't know if it. I mean, it could be a Feraligatr. It could be Scarfed. But I don't know. This Ice Beam did a lot to a Vileplume, and this Vileplume is max HP, max special defense. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. But, you know, that did a lot. But, like I said, I don't know Feraligatr's special attacking power, so it didn't really make any sense. So, yeah, so now he switches into Shimbora, predicting probably a status move of some sort, and I use Leech Seed, which, you know, there you go. And, yeah, Unknown Head. It really looks like it's an unknown head. Like, evolution of unknown, there you go. Except it's not. But whatever. Yeah. So I send in Gigabowser as he switches into Celebi. And I use Gear Change, which is sexy. And yeah. And yeah. And yeah. I'm saying and yeah a lot. Yeah, I'm really tired. Alright, so I should have went for another Gear Change because I knew Gear Saucer wouldn't kill the Celebi because, you know, look at it, it's a fucking Celebi, it's not gonna die. And yeah, he uses Heal Bell, which is like, yeah, and shit, I'm tired. Okay, and I go for Return. Because if I went for another Gear Change, that probably would have killed, like, his entire team. But because I didn't use Gear Change, this Return does not kill the Feraligatr. Sadly. And yeah. So he goes for Boiling Water, because he's Encourage, and yeah, and he doesn't have Torrent, which is awesome because I live, and then I hit him with another Return. And yeah. Which is awesome, but then I die from Life Orb. I wish, if I didn't die from Life Orb, I probably would have won this. But, no, he has a Shimbora, and I have a Crackers, which is going to die from a Psychic, which sucks, and I lose 1-0. But hey, that was a good game, and yeah, good game, Banks. If you have YouTube, if I end up figuring out that you have YouTube, I'll post it in the description, and comment and subscribe, guys. I'll see ya.